If you clicked on this video, it probably means that you want to grow your Roblox YouTube channel and become a successful Roblox YouTuber. Now, you're probably one of two people. The first person already has a Roblox channel, but is barely getting any views or subscribers. Or you're the second person and you don't even have a Roblox channel, but you really want to start one and get a ton of views and subscribers. If one of these people sound like you, well, you clicked on the right video, because I'll be sharing with you 7 steps that will blow up your Roblox channel. And these tips I wish I knew when I started my channel, so that by the end of this video, you'll have a plan for your channel and start to see massive success on Roblox YouTube. Number 1, we need to understand what makes a YouTube video go viral. To understand that, we first need to talk about what YouTube's mission is. YouTube, like any other business, wants to make money. And how they make money is by showing ads on YouTube videos, just like this. If just now you got an ad, that's how YouTube makes money, and that's also how I make money. And YouTube wants to show as many ads as they possibly can. And to show as many as they possibly can, they need to keep people on their platform for as long as possible. And the videos or channels that keep people on YouTube for longer, YouTube will see that and start showing those videos to more and more people, which makes it go viral. So what do you need to do? This sounds really basic, but a lot of what YouTube is comes down to just making great, amazing videos. And you might be thinking, well, duh, Jeff. But there's a reason why people like Mr. Beast tell creators to just keep making better and better videos.
All you need to do, this applies to people who have dreams of being a YouTuber, is make 100 videos and improve something every time. Do that.
In YouTube Studio, you can literally look at your retention graph, see how many people stayed after your intro, and see where people also left in your video. Does the video retention drop, or does it stay super flat and consistent? And once you figure out why people are leaving or staying on your videos, you're able to use that information to make better, higher quality videos. Because the better your videos are, the longer people watch it, which increases your watch time and your retention, which will signal to YouTube that the viewer really likes the video that they're watching. And YouTube will say, let's keep showing it to more and more people. So now we have to figure out how to create high quality videos. And there's a lot that goes into it, more than you probably think, but I'm here to break it down for you. Firstly, I interviewed my YouTube editor so that he can break down his thoughts on video editing and what makes a good video. Jeez, will this guy ever answer?
Hello.
Hello. So this is my editor, Scooper. How long have you been working for me?
Consistently for like a year now.
All right, first question I have for you. What are the 3 best editing softwares to use?
There's 2 free softwares that you can use. One is CapCut, which is pretty good if you're just starting out. DaVinci Resolve is really good if you want to advance your skills. And then personally, I use Premiere Pro, which is a paid software, but it's really good.
Now that we know what softwares are available and are the best to use, what is the best one to start out with, especially if you're a beginner?
I may be biased, but I do think that Premiere genuinely does have the easiest learning curve, especially if you learn other softwares like Photoshop. A lot of the stuff does translate. And one of the other like important things is that like once you start to learn like the basics, it's pretty easy to pick up on everything else. But if you're just starting out or doing stuff on your phone or don't really have a lot of time to edit, CapCut is a very good option for starting out as well.
Now that we know what softwares to use depending on our situation, is there any little specific tip to keep in mind while editing that will make your videos so much better and more engaging?
I do think that choosing the right music and sound effects can either make or break a video, because if the energy of the music doesn't match the video, it's just gonna feel off.
Funny you mention that, because this video is sponsored by Epidemic Sound.
Sponsor time!
There's one thing that I see so many creators forget about and underestimate that increases the quality of their videos significantly. Sound. You could literally have the best gameplay ever, but if your music or sound effects suck, your video is gonna have no life to it and be super boring to watch. Which brings to me today's sponsor, Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is basically a cheat code that makes your videos addicting to watch. They have a library of thousands of songs for every type of vibe you could possibly think of. Chill, dramatic, hype, and they have loads of sound effects as well that are perfect for making your video exactly how you envision it to be. You have the perfect dings, explosions, celebration sound effects, pretty much anything you could ever want. And the best part, you can use their music and sound effects without YouTube absolutely slamming your channel with copyright claims, so that you can actually keep the money that your video makes. It's super easy to find exactly what you're looking for. All you have to do is search a vibe, download it, and boom, your video instantly sounds 10 times better. So if you want your videos to actually keep people watching without wasting hours searching for the right copy-free music and sound effects, well then click below right now and try it out for yourself. And thank you so much to Epidemic Sound for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the interview with my editor. What are the main things to keep in mind when editing a YouTube video?
Make sure the first 30 seconds of the video are really good and captivating, because that's going to be your invitation to your audience. If your audience watches the first 30 seconds and thinks it's boring, they're not going to want to watch the rest of the video. Just make sure to go throughout the video and cut out any dead space or cut out any boring parts that you personally wouldn't want to watch. And if you guys want tips on how to edit faster, doing stuff like editing in 2x speed, creating presets that you can use for every video, and experimenting with different plugins can really speed up your process. But the most important thing is to just practice. Before I became a professional video editor, I practiced every day for over a year. So just keep practicing over time, and eventually you'll be able to make some of the best videos on the internet.
Now that you've heard what a professional video editor has to say about making good YouTube videos, and also the programs you should be using to edit your videos, let me get into my next point. But before I do that, I wanted to mention that you do not need to spend thousands of dollars on a setup to make good YouTube videos. When I started this YouTube channel, I recorded and edited all my videos on an iPhone 6. And I did that until I hit 10,000 subscribers. And then I was able to make enough money to upgrade my setup and get a bunch of good gear. But just starting out, you don't need anything fancy. Thankfully today, a lot of the phones that you have not only have good microphones, but also record amazing high quality. And on iPhone, it's so easy to screen record your videos. So you're able to just hop on Roblox and start recording, and then you're able to just hop into CapCut and edit your video exactly how you want. I just wanted to mention that for anybody out there that really doesn't have a whole lot of money to start out with. But eventually, if you can upgrade your gear and you start making money off of YouTube, I would definitely do that. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is making videos that actually make viewers stick around. But not only that, doubling down on what works. If you're brand new to YouTube and you've never uploaded a single video in your life, I highly recommend that you make just a brand new channel. This might not be your main channel forever, but just start making videos and figuring out what you like to make, maybe what different games you like to play or record, or maybe there's a game you're really good at and you're able to make tutorials or guides on that game, figuring out what you like to play and what you're actually good at making. This will not only help you figure out what you want to do, but also help you get reps in so that when you really do get serious with your content, it will show and you will know how to make good videos. And once you find something that you really like and maybe you get lucky and go viral with it, I see so many creators get that viral video and not double down by not making another one of those videos that already worked for them. And instead, they might just go and make a video on a completely different game or on a completely different topic. So remember, when you find something that works, double down on it until it's dead. And one really big thing that I really wanted to point out that I tell a lot of small creators when they're first starting out, and this sounds really harsh, but nobody cares about you at the beginning, so make something that they actually do care about. And for me personally, I'm a prime example of this. I don't think I'm really that entertaining or really able to make people laugh on videos. So to start making something that people cared about, I did a lot of tutorials and guides. And from that, I was able to blow up and build the channel that I have today. And now I show people cool Roblox games to play. I show people Roblox tutorials, and that provides value, and that's something people really care about. And a huge part about just uploading videos will help you figure out where you provide value to your viewers, whether it's by giving them value by entertaining them or showing them how to do something that they don't know yet. Just figure out what you like to play and videos that you like to make, and look at creators that you really like to watch, and maybe get some inspiration from them, and maybe try something similar, but put your own twist on it. And this leads perfectly into the next point I wanted to talk about, which is really important if you want to have a successful YouTube channel. And that's about how to come up with banger video ideas. Coming up with viral banger video ideas is very important to your channel's success. And there's two different routes that you can go down with this. Firstly, it's making videos that you genuinely want to make. And this sounds very counterintuitive to what a lot of people tell you, but if you make something that you think is super cool and people can really tell that you put a lot of thought into this video and it's really nothing like they've seen before, and it's entertaining and people watch it, well then you're gonna stand out so much from the crowd and you're gonna be happy making those videos. And the other way is by taking already popular video ideas but putting your own twist on them or making them even better. Let's take for example this video right here. This is one of the videos that I uploaded on my channel that at the time of recording this video has over 250,000 views. This video was inspired by this video that I'm showing now on the screen. You can see that there's a lot of similarities, and this video went viral as well. And since it's in a similar niche to mine, I was able to copy it but make it better by having a more eye-catching thumbnail with the super cool drawn art style and having a more engaging title by adding the keyword addicting to make viewers curious and hook them in to click on the video and watch it. This is a prime example of something I like to call stealing like an artist, where you take another video idea that you really like and put a twist on it or make it even better. And if you can actually make the video idea better, well then your video is bound to go viral. So if I were you, I would make a note on your phone or write in your notepad a bunch of different video ideas that you really really like, or videos that other creators have done that have worked out well for them, and then figure out how to make it even better or how to put your own twist on it. So how do you make a good title and thumbnail? To help explain this, I got my really close friend Griff, who works or has worked with some of the biggest gaming creators on YouTube, like Cash and Preston Plays. And his portfolio has over 2 billion views. So let's hear what he has to say. All right, Griff, what makes a good YouTube thumbnail, especially in the Roblox space?
Probably contrast and clickability. You need a reason for the viewer to click, and you need to have good colors to get their attention.
What do people need to put in their YouTube thumbnails in order to get people to click? Say, for example, they were doing like a gameplay video. What would be a good example?
Well, you can't just do a video where you're just playing the game. You got to have a reason to play the game, whether that's a challenge video, showcasing some type of item, something that has reason for the viewer to click. That could be an item that they're clicking for, or maybe a question that you're answering, or maybe that could even be a new, record that you got in the game, or a new speed run time, or something like along those lines. You need a reason for the person to click, something that gives the viewer interest in clicking on the video.
What makes a good Roblox YouTube title?
Usually keywords are best that can be insane, crazy, OP, overpowered, max level, whatever it is. Usually you want a reason for the viewer to click. People are going to see the thumbnail first, then they're going to see the title. The title has to be a textual representation of the thumbnail, and vice versa. The thumbnail has to be a visual representation of the title. For example, if your video is hitting max level in Punch Simulator, the thumbnail has to show you with a max level punch, and the title has to reflect that thumbnail.
Lastly, what do you think is holding smaller Roblox YouTubers back when it comes to their packaging, so their titles and thumbnails?
I'd say probably the biggest thing is sometimes just not even having a thumbnail. I see a lot of people literally just posting a video being like, my first time playing Roblox Jailbreak, and it's literally just a screenshot from the gameplay. You need to be able to intrigue the viewers, and the best way to learn how to make thumbnails, in my opinion, is see what does good for other people and try replicating that style. Maybe you start throwing text into your thumbnails. Maybe you start throwing arrows. Maybe you hire a thumbnail artist. Maybe you learn how to do GFX and make your own thumbnails in Roblox Studio. It really does depend. I would highly suggest using Canva if you're making your own thumbnails. That's how I started making thumbnails for creators. I still use that to sketch out thumbnails to this day. The absolute best thing to do is just learn what works for other people and take those as lessons to implement into your own content.
If you didn't catch all that, I would totally watch that interview again because it was jam-packed with a lot of value. And like Griff said, to start creating thumbnails for yourself, you can use a free program like Canva, which makes it super easy to learn. And in the future, you can use a program like Photoshop if you really want to get advanced. Kind of the perfect transition from titles and thumbnails is being creative with your YouTube channel. I really want to remind you guys that YouTube is one of the most fun jobs on the planet. You are literally given the ability to create and make videos on whatever you want. And once you start really getting successful, I see this with a lot of creators, and this happens to me a lot myself. It's easy to get stressed out, have creative block, and not really know what to make videos on or what to upload, or get distracted by the money. And that's why it's super important to be creative and have fun with YouTube. And trust me, there's no better feeling on the planet than making something so cool and have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people watch what you made. But everything that I shared in this video will mean nothing if you don't do this one thing. And that is staying consistent. And I know a lot of you guys might hear this a lot, especially if you've been making YouTube videos for a while now, but staying consistent is very, very crucial. And if you're not consistent, you won't be able to improve your videos and keep making them better and better, or build a solid community that comes back your videos to watch them on a regular basis. And then people won't be able to look forward to watching your videos. And the last little thing I wanted to share with you is that I know a lot of this is really complicated and you might not understand it all yet, but I promise you, if you start and you stay consistent with it, you will get better and better, and everything will start to make more sense. And if you're staying consistent and getting better and improving your videos, I am certain that you will be a successful Roblox YouTuber. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below if you have any questions at all. I will try to respond to as many people as I can. But before you go, YouTube thinks you really like this video right here, so go ahead and click on it and see if you like it. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to Epidemic again for sponsoring today's video.